Hi, good evening, friends. Welcome to the mentorship weekly meeting of 9th of October. And as you all know, what we will be discussing today is going to be how do we trade for the next 1 week. That is, what are we expecting with the market view for the next 1 week between 10th of October to 14th of October. And we will be also discussing on the stocks which we will be looking at buying during this 10th October to 14th October, and what kind of things are happening, what kind of sectorial rotations are happening, what should we look for, what are we supposed to do with the existing trade. This is exactly what we will be looking at this point of time. So let us see what exactly has happened. Let's get started with uh, the weekly view for the market. If you remember last week, this is what I had told you, that market is going to be in the buy on dips phase, and every dip will be a buying opportunity until we are going to close below 16,800. This is what I had told you, and I had told you the range is going to be between 17,000 to 17,500. And if 17,500 breaks, maybe 17,650 we can get. And if 17,000 breaks, 16,800 can be there. So this week also our view is going to remain the same. At this point of time, market has some good support at the lower level. At the lower level there is a support, and at the higher level there is resistance. So if you look at the overall market may remain in this range only. I'm not expecting any extraordinary move this week. So what happens is there could be some downside which can come, and from there again it may try to bounce back. At the higher levels again it is going to face this challenge. See, until unless we are going to close above 17,700, 800, and are able to sustain beyond that, I don't see that the market has any directional view. At this point of time, market is going to be range bound between 17,000 to 17,500. At the lower level, buying is going to come. At the higher level, selling is going to come. So overall, the view is going to be completely neutral. Market is going to remain in this sideways direction only. So what happens is, for tomorrow, if market is opening around 17,100 as suggested by SGS Nifty, if it can sustain that level, there is all the possibility again on an upside. At this point of time, I'll tell you some very important support levels you can note down. 17,100 is going to act as a very strong support. There could be a bounce back if we can actually go beyond 17,150, 200, then it can actually be a good one. See, as long as we are above 17,200, if we are able to close above 17,200, market is going to try to move on the upside. If we are actually going below 17,000, then probably there could be some down move which is possible. At this point of time, market has closed even on Friday above 17,300. As long as we can sustain above 17,200, market is likely to move on the upside. And if you look at this, the range could be similar. If at all it tries to break this 17,000 level, then probably again 17,600 could be there. So currently 17,600, okay, 1 second. 16,800 is going to be very strong support. Above this 17,000 is a psychological support, and this is where the highest open interest is also there of put, and 17,100 is also going to act as a very strong support right now. And we can move back towards the 17,000. See, 17,450 to 17,500 is a very strong resistance. Now until unless we break this, upside looks very difficult. And if we are able to sustain beyond this, there could be some more upside. Now the most important thing is there will be a lot of resistances above the 17,500, and it is not going to be easy above these levels. So market likely to remain in this zone only. Lower level buying can come, higher level selling can come. Overall, at the higher level, very difficult to sustain, because at these levels we are seeing a distribution pattern which is happening. So let us see how the market is going to react at the higher levels. So this is what is my view on Nifty. Okay, and Bank Nifty, if you look at the Bank Nifty, we had talked about again, every dip can be a buying opportunity. Market range we were talking about 38,500 to 40,000. This week also our view is going to remain the same. And if you look at this, this has remained almost similar to that only. And if it all it can cross this 40,000 level, then probably we can see 40,500. Otherwise, it is very difficult to actually for this to do that. And at this point of time, the important support which we are actually going to see is going to be 38,500 to 600 is going to be a very strong support. Apart from that, right now 38,800 900 is going to be a very strong support. So these two are going to be important support from our angle, and higher level 39,500 is going to act as a very strong resistance, and above that every higher level has a lot of resistances. Going above this is going to be difficult, but market may try attempting to go higher here, and here if it can go there, difficult for it to sustain, and from there again the selling pressure can come. If you look at this, this is where the distribution is trying to happen. So at the higher end of the distribution, again the selling pressure can come around 40,000 or 40,000. If we cross, it is difficult for it to sustain. Overall, at this point of time, market is going to be in this range only. I'm not seeing any extraordinary up move or a down move. For today, from tomorrow onwards, market will actually start trying to focus on the results. Tomorrow is going to be TCS result. So the result right now, currently all the IT stocks will be something which will be in the focus from tomorrow. Tomorrow is TCS result. I think day after tomorrow, 12th, I think is Wipro result. 13th is 12th is Wipro result, 13th is Infosys result. So there is a lot of results which are happening. IT stocks are there. So IT will actually try to hold the market for this week. So I don't see any major downside. See that the major downside is going to be protected because of these results, most likely. And after Wednesday onwards is where we have to see what the market direction is going to be, because that is where you will see all the major data coming in. That is where you will see the CPI data coming in. That is where you will see the IIP data coming in. You will be getting the inflation data both from India as well as from US. So that is going to give us what exactly market is trying to do. So any major movements you will be see, probably before that market may try to move higher. Later it may actually consolidate, or it may go down earlier, then it may go up. So any of these things are possible. So currently market can remain in this range, and as long as it is going to remain in this range, it is better to have very small position sizing if you want to trade, or you can rather avoid trading during this particular period. It is going to be very much sideways and very much non-directional. This week is going to be highly non-directional, and only after this IIP CPI result data is going to come, that is where we can see. According to me, at the higher levels, selling pressure will start coming in. So be very careful. Don't get actually carried away here because of see, there could be the CPI and IIP could probably surprise us with a positive thing. In that case, there could be some up move. At the higher levels, again, selling pressure may mount during that particular time. So currently, again, FIS have started selling. So you have to be very, very careful because of various reasons. Look at what is happening with the crude oil. Crude oil again has started moving towards the $100 barrel, $100 per barrel mark, which is actually not good for us. If you look at the crude oil has started moving higher. This is one major challenge. Second major challenge is going to come because of the Indian rupees. Indian rupees has surpassed the 82 rupees barrel. It is actually trying to move much more higher here. So this is going to be another major challenge for us. So rupee is actually going higher, and crude oil is going higher, which all is suggested that there is a lot of turmoil which can come into the market. But at the same time, the major factor what we are seeing here is at this point of time also VIX is still below the 20 point mark, which is actually giving us some amount of comfort, because see, if it is going to cross this 20 plus and it starts moving higher than that, that is where you may start seeing a lot of actually sell off which can come into the market. At this point of time, market may remain in a range. According to me, I am not seeing any major challenge. If at all it is going to happen, we may start seeing this after Wednesday onwards. So Wednesday, Thursday is where we can probably see any kind of a change. Currently, I am still looking at buy on dips, but after that, if it is at the higher level, see around 17,000 level, I will be more looking at the buy on dips. At 17,500, I am more looking at sell on rallies. Similarly, and if you look at the bank nifty around 38,500, 38,000 levels, I'll be looking at buy on dips. And when it crosses 39,500, 40,000 levels, this is where I'll be more interested in booking my profits and moving out of this. So this is what is my view on the market at this point of time. Okay, so let's look at what is happening with the let us look at what is happening with the stocks. What are the stocks for the week? Let me give you some stocks for the week where we are seeing some breakouts happening. The first stock where we are seeing some breakout happening is going to be in case of Tata Chemicals. So Tata Chemicals, if you look at this, after a huge amount of consolidation here, it is ready for now going and breaking the all-time high here. And now if it is able to sustain about the all-time high, there could be a quick up move which we can see here. So we are near the all-time high. We just need to sustain beyond that high. So if tomorrow we will start with even 0.5%, 1% up move, there is all the possibility it can give you another 3 to 5% move on the upside. So Tata Chemicals is going to be the first stock which we will be personally looking at from the buying perspective. The second stock which we are actually looking for buying is going to be Ambuja Cement. There's a lot of news beyond this also. And here the buying is going to be only above this particular high of the Friday. It needs to sustain above the high of Friday. If it can sustain, there could be a good move which can give you another 2 to 3%, 5% kind of a move. It may try again attempting to move towards the all-time high. So this is something which we can look. These are the two stocks which we are personally looking from the buy perspective. At this point of time, as I said, market is, see, until we are going to hold this 16,800 to 17,000, market may still be on the buy on dips kind of a mode only. After that only probably there could be some selling which will happen at the higher levels, or it has to come down, break these levels, then only we can look at the selling part. So if you look at the US market is highly volatile, and there the VIX has gone beyond 30. So we need to see how the global markets are going to behave. Will they give us some support, or will there be more turmoil which is going to happen? If they are not actually sustaining, it is not going to be easy for our market also to sustain. So currently the market is going to remain sideways, and this is what is our personal view. And now what are we looking from the point of view of existing trades? Where are we looking forward? Let us look at this. So what are we going to look at? Existing trades. See, if you are looking at existing trades, personally, if I have to tell you, there is no clear direction in the market. Market is having very much stock specific movements which are happening. So it is very difficult to tell you that whether you can hold or whether you have to exit. So at this point of time, there could be some challenges, especially in the high beta sectors, because we are seeing a lot of stocks which are showing some kind of a distribution patterns. So the confirmation is still not there. So only when the confirmation comes, we will have a better clarity. But at this point of time, it is better for us to remain quite neutral at this point of time, because if you look at the global markets are not really supporting us. If the global market starts supporting us, then there could be some good moves which can happen. Otherwise, market may remain more of the sideways kind of a trade. And from the long term perspective, definitely you can always start looking at doing SIPs and all. At this point of time, aggressive kind of investment is not advisable. There could be dips which can come in the future, where you have you will get a better opportunity, better prices may come in different stocks. So currently, see, the good quality stocks may actually not give you any major downside moves, but you may get good moves in all the stocks which have already moved up a lot. There could be some amount of distribution which can take the prices down. But for the especially the IT stocks and all, I don't see any major downside is there, because already it has consolidated quite a lot and they are at a reasonable price. So there could be some good selling pressure which will come in the growth stocks. Something in the banking stocks and all may see some kind of a selling. But if it can sustain these pressures which are going to happen in the coming days, then these stocks can still do much better. Overall market is looking more on the sideways, so there is nothing which we can concretely say that you have to move out of all your portfolios. That is not something which is advised. Yes, there could be some turmoils which are actually going to happen, but you have to actually, it is better that you don't do anything, don't react for all these things. There could be some down moves which are possible, so if that is okay with you, then you can do that. Otherwise, reduce your position sizing. That is what I can say. Don't have more leverages, because whenever there is lot of volatility in the market, it is better to stay in the cash segment. That is, you directly have invested in the stocks, there's nothing that you need to worry too much. But if you have invested in something like a future and option, that is where you have to start looking at taking profits here and there. Don't actually expect any extraordinary things to happen until unless we see something happening in the global markets also. Global market, until it doesn't support and FIS selling again has started, it is not going to be easy for the market to move too much higher. So the market upside is going to be capped as long as this FIS don't stop their selling. Okay, so this is my personal view, guys. So meanwhile, let me actually show you what actually is happening with my personal portfolio, which I have been actually discussing with you. So if you look at this, we started this in the 7th of September with 1 lakh capital, and currently we have done roughly around 40,000 rupees of profits, which is almost 40% profits is generated, which has been reinvested in different stocks. So if you look at this, almost 39,000 has been reinvested, so 1,000 is still pending. We will actually look at that. So the cash deployed right now is only 2 stocks. One is BL and the other one is going to be the India Cement. Rest all has been converted for long-term stocks. We are not having any major challenge with that. So India Cement, we may actually exit once we start getting some profits out of this. BL, we may actually either exit or we can hold on to that. And then we will see what new stocks we will do. See, we have restricted the trades, especially because of the too much of volatility. But if you see overall, whatever we have done, we have made a decent profit in this particular period. So that is something which is notable. So now let's see how we are going to carry forward. If you want to understand this more in detail, I have left the details about how actually the personal portfolios are being done and how you can be a part of this. Everything has been mentioned in the description below. You can be a part of that and you can actually get similar results what I am actually personally getting. So if you are new to the stock market and you want to open an account, there is a link in the description. You can go ahead and open the account and you will get some special offers and all. Go ahead and actually do that and let us know. So guys, thank you very much. Go ahead, like this video, subscribe this channel so that you will keep getting all the other videos. Thank you very much. Have a great and prosperous